Hey, South Jersey, I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci. Hope you've been having a great day here. I've been all across the state. I was at the National Weather Service in Mount Holly. I was at Climate Central in Princeton. Now we're settling back down into South Jersey, and let's talk some South Jersey weather as we go into the rest of the week. So as we get into our Thursday morning, we are going to see a pretty sunny sky. Temperatures are going to start out in the mid to upper 30s, just about average for this time of year. And you see all that sunshine here. Well, that's going to stick around for much of the day. We will see high temperatures in the low to mid 50s with a mostly sunny sky. I'd say just a light jacket will do. Now, as we go into Friday, a little bit of a different story. What we're going to see is this low pressure system that you see to our east. That's a coastal storm, but it's going to meet up with this Clipper system that is in parts of the Great Lakes states and making its way into New England. Eventually, what's going to happen is that Clipper system is going to meet up with the coastal storm and then give us some wind, precipitation, and the potential for coastal flooding as well. So this is 1 p.m. on Friday. Start to see rain starting. I think you will see rain begin between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now, it's not necessarily going to be consistent. It's kind of going to be moving across the area. We have something called a trough that's going to be along with this, an inverted trough. So rain continues into the evening. Now, if you like snow, yes, there is the potential for some flakes to fly. And what would have to happen is you get some really heavy rain. It's going to drag down that cold air from the aloft down to the surface. And then you could start to see that change over from rain to snow. Now, if you see snow, I don't think it sticks on much more than the grass or mulch, maybe a sidewalk. We're talking about a couple tenths of an inch. But for a winter where we've seen less than an inch everywhere, well, pretty significant, at least for this winter here. Again, not a definite. I'd peg that as a 1 in 3 chance of anywhere seeing some snow. Regardless, as we go into Saturday morning, that rain's going to start to taper off. I think by the afternoon, we will be dry here, and actually the sun will come out. In terms of rainfall totals, generally less than a half inch. Galloway at a half inch, Estelle Manor at a third of an inch, or 0.3 inches, and in Fortescue at a tenth. Generally not a heavy rainfall. I don't see any flooding issues from the rain itself. Now, as we look at the winds, fairly light for our Friday morning into the early afternoon. But then as we go into the afternoon and into the evening hours and into Saturday morning, sustained winds 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusts 35 to 45. Not enough for power outages or for downed tree branches, but enough to blow loose objects around as well as your vehicle as you're driving around on the road. Lastly, we'll talk about the coastal flooding here. Notice we get close in the minor flood stage for Atlantic City during the Saturday morning high tide between 6 to 9 a.m. That's 6 to 9 a.m. for all of the barrier islands in the Delaware Bay shore. Just looks to be minor flood stage for us. It's the nuisance flooding that we see many times a year, but fortunately, only 3 to 4 times here in South Jersey. Outside shot of some more coastal flooding Sunday morning. Otherwise, we will be good for a while. For the latest South Jersey weather, you can follow me on social media, or you can find me on our website at thepressofac.com/weather.